Hello everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a look here at Elon. I got a lot of requests from this, or for this coin, of course, for Dogelon, and kind of just seeing what's going on, of course, here today with the price action. It's it's up about 31% right now, and that doesn't even include the candle wick all the way to the highest point. So we'll take a look at that and so much more, kind of make sure you understand best practice, big picture, what's going to happen, hopefully in the near future. Now, not a financial advisor, been trading for over 15 years. If you want to become a better trader, CryptoCache.tech is a website. Link in the description below. I help you become a better trader with my trading academy, my signals that I send out, and of course, just an amazing experience with my community where we all have over 300 members presently at this time. So it's a really cool experience. Check that out in your own time. Now, take a look here at Elon. Here's kind of what's going on. Obviously, the price is up here today, and there's a significant amount of volume to reflect that, but we're up about 60% almost on the day from bottom to top. Now, what causes this? In most cases, coins like this will be pushed out of sorts, out of ordinary, so to speak, based on the simple fact that there's probably a tweet from Elon Musk that was sent out. Again, it could be something that's simple, likely a fundamental catalyst, but generally speaking, the amount of volume that we're seeing here is very similar in a lot of ways with previous days. So I'd be willing to guess we might see another increase later tomorrow or a continuation. Usually these pumps happen to, or they usually maintain themselves for a couple of days. So, just keep that in mind. With increased volume, we're going to see a lot more increase in price. But for now, as long as the volume can continue, we will see the price continue to maintain itself. So that being said, let's look at some of the obvious indicators here. First of all, we're below 70 on the RSI, which is good. There's still room for growth. We could potentially break through 70 on the RSI. We'll see here soon if that is the case. And obviously, depending on where the price will close here today, will determine a lot about how much more movement we'll see possibly tomorrow. Key level supports and resistances, but we can see here pretty strong little resistance channel here. So if we were to close above 105, probably be a very, very good sign here for this. As well as the fact that we have a MACD convergence, it's kind of just telling us, obviously, we had so much more volume today that the momentum has shifted bullishly. Duh, right? It's obviously right there. Again, situations like this, the MACD doesn't matter, honestly. It's more so just kind of a helpful tool to see if you want to, if you're losing or gaining control, depending on which direction you're heading. That's about it. I would not use that as a reason to buy in today because of that one thing. Okay, please understand that. Anyways, with the 4 hour here, we can see a tremendous amount of volume in that 1 4 hour candlestick, possibly even a 1 or 2 hour time frame. We're well over 70 on the RSI. It needs to calm down and retrace, come back down. We'll see if we get a bounce off of that. We could essentially see the price come down about 98. But, again, maintaining a 105 for the close today would be fantastic. Keep in mind, too, this recent sell-off here, this 4 hour time frame, Bitcoin got rejected at 42,000. Now it's down to 41.2. So you got to keep in mind that Bitcoin got kind of a hard rejection, and there's more fear, uncertainty, and doubt instantly because of it. A lot of alts just took a hit based on that simple fact that we got that rejection. Not a surprise, we're expecting it. We need to test it multiple times to be able to break it, but for now that could be affecting the price action here. So if we're just to say break 42 on Bitcoin, I would confidently say that Elon should continue to maintain a higher price point and continue to increase. Okay, again, as soon as that shock enters the system of, oh, Bitcoin's not going up anymore, then stuff like this does happen, regardless of, how strong something might look with the amount of volume that we have. And again, what goes up must come down, so you got to understand this being this hard of a push, it's no surprise it's coming back down roughly halfway from where it started. That 0.5 on Fibonacci is a very strong, or like magneticism, so to speak, if you will, because it has a tendency of pulling the price action back in place when you have too much volume at once. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. So it's pretty standard for Elon, but again, on the same accord, just something you should be mindful of. Some of the obvious stuff, of course, we look at the cloud, we're going to be a really skewed, weird looking cloud. But the cool thing is, the price averages out sideways. We should essentially see the cloud work as a support. So I would say that 98 should be the most immediate bottom, pending Bitcoin doesn't do anything stupidly obnoxious in the next 24 to 40 hours. Okay, we can never rule that out because it's always a possibility due to the fact that there's so many whales in the market that just consistently increase and decrease the price. But generally speaking, that's kind of what we should expect. As a worst case scenario, I would say the price could continue to progress lower, but 98 should hypothetically be the most recent bottom, possibly even higher. 100 might even be the bottom because it came down and essentially tested this little level. In fact, we can kind of zoom out perhaps a little bit and see if there's any other key level supports. And kind of as we indicated already, this little channel here between 98 and 105, the price spent a decent amount of time there. And if we look at the volume too, obviously right where the price is at, we had the most accumulation of volume. Again, this is only the last month of trading. Obviously, if we zoom out a little bit further, it's going to tell us a different story. But generally speaking, when you look at the volume and you kind of exclude all that previous stuff there, we had the largest amount of volume accumulation obviously here where the price action spent the most time at 75. But the secondary volume, if you were to kind of zoom in, so to speak, in the more recent time frame, you can see there's the most amount of volume accumulation right here because they tried to break through this resistance and couldn't, got rejected. We're trying again. We'll see if we can get through again. Okay, so all good stuff there in that sense. I'm not terribly concerned with that. I would say 98 should be the bottom depending on, once again, Bitcoin's behavior. But if we get a close above 105 today, I think a continuation would be very much likely or in the cards. But we just got to understand here that, this is a lot of volume in 1 hour. That is kind of ridiculous. So sometime last night, right at about 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Dogelon just went crazy. So I got to wonder what happened. If you have information, feel free to comment below. In most cases, it's a tweet from Elon Musk, but it could be something tied to it. I don't know exactly. But just be mindful that these things are very much a possibility. And it wouldn't be a terrible idea to consider taking some profits. Do not close your position entirely. Leave it open because you never know. It could continue higher, but it's a kind of a gamble, honestly. There's really no rhyme or reason why these things happen for these types of coins. That's why meme coins should only be kind of a funny investment, so to speak, not a serious investment. So if you're putting all of your eggs into this basket, I think you're doing it wrong. You should learn how to allocate your portfolio better. I teach all that stuff in my trading academy and my community, so feel free to join. Link in the description below if you want to become a better trader. All right, well, I hope you learned something here today. Somebody's at the door. We got to get going. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Once again, CryptoCache.tech is the site. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.